Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Sophia and I am doing a review for Viva la Juicy la Bubbly. Now I have already made a video for its sister, Viva la Juicy Gold Couture, and you guys can check that out and see what I think. Now, I'm not sure if So Bubbly or La Bubbly is supposed to be a flanker to this one. I am assuming that it is, so I will refer to it as a flanker if I need to. Now, I'm going to start with showing you what the bottle looks like, and you can see it looks like there are soapy bubbles everywhere, and there's a little bit of bubbles clipped onto a safety pin. And the true juicy bottle where it looks like a little diamond, like you're pulling that off, has its little ribbon with its detail. It's a really beautiful bottle. I do have to admit it's a little juvenile, but it really sticks to the traditional types of bottle that Juicy Couture tends to have. And they kind of like that bit of a tacky look. It's a very heavy bottle. I think you can hurt someone pretty badly because it's pretty heavy. I don't think the bubbles come off, but anyways, yeah, there it is. I've used just a very little of it. And I will get into the notes. So this perfume has, and I don't know if everyone here will agree with me, but most of the Viva la Juicies have a very similar base, in my opinion. And then depending on which flanker it is, the middle note and the top note tend to just kind of go a different direction. But the base, I smell a lot of the Juicy Gold. And to be honest, to me, the Juicy Gold smells a lot like a different line of the Juicy Coutures, which is I Am Juicy Couture. It seems like it has like the same base, most of the Juicy Coutures, but the Viva la Juicy's even more so. Anyways, let's get back to business. There's a warmth for sure. I'm going to read the notes just to get into the notes. So it says it smells pink, creamy, and citrusy. I can see it's weird because if pink had a color, this kind of would capture a little bit. It says it has champagne, blood orange, and freesia. I don't smell a lot of the florals because it does. I admit that it does have a little bit of a warm, sweet smell. Praline, I could see that. Wood and amber. And the amber, I could see the amber and the praline because it does have some kind of a warmth to it. And to me, that's the base. It's not musky at all. To me, it's not. I don't know. I don't think I have a very good like page right here that shows what it's. If I can find that Fragrantica, I don't know how you say that. If I can find that page, that's usually a little bit better explaining what it smells like. Okay, so it has a little bit of that warm ambery praline, a little bit, but I would never smell and say, oh yeah, I can smell praline, but it does have like a little candy, a little even caramelly, because praline does have a bit of caramel in it. So it does start with that warm base, and then it does really change to be more of the bubbly. So it's kind of funny because it does have a little bit of like that champagne-y, and I don't know how to describe it. It literally smells like little bubbles bursting under your nose, like fizzy kind of a smell. It definitely does have that. And it's more of a freshy, citrusy, sweet kind of berry. Like I can smell berries in there, although not very distinctively. I would think maybe raspberry, blackberries, not blackberries. Let me check if it says what kind of berry it is. It just says what delicious wild berries. I cannot tell you that I smell the mandarin. Maybe a little blood orange. To me, the blood orange is not as crisp and bright as a normal orange. It has a little bit more of a tarty smell. The blood oranges, although I'm not an expert in that. I do smell a little vanilla. It has jasmine and honeysuckle. I think I can smell the jasmine and honeysuckle too. This is more, where this is kind of more of a sickly, thick, sweet caramel. Like it really has like a very thick, like I can almost picture myself chewing the caramel. This one has that warm kind of sweet base, but this really takes it to a more fresh, it leans toward more of a floral, like a creamy floral with a little bit of that bubbly champagne smell. It really, it's funny how they're able to capture that little bit, that bubbly champagne, like it's sparkly, a little sparkly, and it's really, really nice. Now, I have to admit, it is not my typical smell perfume. Like this is not really something I would wear very often. I would have to be totally in the mood for it. The dry down is a little similar to the other Viva La Juicies, except it has a little bit more of that berry. I smell something just slightly sour in it too, and not sour in a bad way. It's just, and that could possibly be the citrus, like a more soury citrus. I think this would be great for someone in their like mid to late teens, early 20s. The smell, I think lends, I mean, the bottle, of course, that too, but the smell, I think, really lends to a younger girl. And I would even see like this being like a club scene kind of perfume. Some people like club scene perfumes to be really kind of more dark, long lasting, like Scandal, like smells like that. I'm not into those kind of smells. To me, this is a clubbing fragrance for a young woman. It is a fresh smell. It's pleasant. I don't think anybody wearing this perfume is going to offend anybody, but it does, in my opinion, does smell a little more juvenile. And I can't tell you that it's more juvenile than the gold, because, you know, and I like the gold too, but it's why I don't really wear it very often. But this one, this one's livelier. I think this one's more spirit, like high spirits, happy-go-lucky kind of a smell. And I do smell the berries, like the warm berries with that little, but it's almost like if you were to take a Prosecco or something like that, like a berry flavored Prosecco with the little caramel in it and some warmth. The amber is definitely noticeable. I do notice it. You know, again, it's not my favorite. It's not, I wouldn't even make my top 20, to be honest, I think, but I wanted to give it a try. I wanted to see what it's about. I don't think this is my age range necessarily, but anybody, like I said, mid-teens to early 20s, mid-20s would absolutely love this. Definitely a club Las Vegas kind of a smell, like where you just uplifting. This, if anything, it makes my mood kind of more uplifted. It definitely is a happy smell. If scents have happiness emotions, this is definitely a happy smell, a mood lifter, I guess. It's a good way to describe it. And again, fairly young smelling. So if you are, you know, and I guess there could be a 50-year-old that wants to smell young and vibrant and young. Again, I can't stress the word young more anymore, but it is. That's the truth of the matter, is that this is a very young smelling perfume. So again, we're going to say base. I can't even tell you what the base is. I think amber, praline. I'm not reading it. Amber, praline, sweet. I would say the middle notes that grounded a little bit more would have to be more of the floral notes, honestly. Like I think the florals come next. And then the top note, the ones that you're going to smell right away when you spray it on, is going to be, I don't know, I smell the amber and the praline, even though it's more of a base note, but I smell it all together. It's very well blended, but you know, at the very top, you're going to get that raspberry, Prosecco, champagne-y kind of smell. I know champagne and Prosecco aren't the same, but it's a similar concept. So definitely bubbly, fresh, clean. It does smell very clean. Again, my recommendations would be for younger people that want to smell youthful, bubbly, happy, clubbing, kind of a party girl. Yeah, definitely a party girl scent. So this is Viva La Juicy La Bubbly, and I recommend it, but just keep that in mind. If I had to rate it from 1 to 10, for my taste, I rate it probably about a 6. And that's not bad. It's more than decent, I guess. So there you go. Viva la Juicy La Bubbly. Thank you for watching my channel. Bye-bye. Okay.